Yes, so I'm a founder partner of Mnsa Legal. So if I introduce myself, I'm a journalist lawyer. I emphasize a lot on the transactions, which includes private equity transactions, venture capitalist, startups, joint venture, cross-border transactions, infrastructure and all that. We as a MNSA, we are MNSA as a full service law firm, fully established. We are having a team of 20 and counting. And we have our offices in Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad and one rep office in Birmingham, which gives us lots of leverage. The firm's strength is really multiplying on a daily basis and we are getting strong. See, Birmingham, because we wanted to cater the NRI market. So that was a prime motive behind opening a branch office in Birmingham. So they should be permitted, and they should be permitted on a reciprocal basis, which means that if they are permitted to work here, we should also be permitted to work in their country. That's one. Second aspect is that I know that many corporates are looking for the entry of the foreign law firms in India, but try to understand this. Any foreign law firm, whosoever comes here, will have to actually take the resources who are available here, because these people know the Indian laws, the Indian psychic and everything. They will bring their own processes, their own management and all that, which is ultimately going to benefit the entire legal industry. See, this is a very confidential information. I can't really share it with you. But I have seen transactions like we advise a client for their investments, 2-3 rounds of investment, and we also advise the clients in their bankruptcy. So we have somehow seen the full circle of an investment round. I mean, to some extent full circle. Additionally, things that really excite us, sometimes there are negotiation going on and thereafter parties are not talking to each other because of their differences. Then we try to put them together, try to find a common ground and make the transaction as if that is beneficial for both the parties. So these things really excite us. In fact, Jay, I will tell you that I have been to all sides of the table and I really enjoy getting the deal done. So it's like this, the technological intervention in the legal industry has increased and we at MNSA has really adopted it. We have certain very specific software, certain very specific processes to make these services to the client very efficient. That's one. Second thing is that the legal services is no longer a person specific, at least on the corporate side. It is now team specific. So it is imperative that a law firm to succeed, like we at MNSA, we do lots of emphasis on the training. We give lots of training to our associate and senior associate, because ultimately the team strength and the firm's strength come from there. So now coming back to your question, that yes, technological intervention has increased, the firm culture has increased and it is going to multiply in coming days. Sure. So startup, so I have personally, we at MNSA have advised startup from various sectors, including agriculture, ITES, solar energy, financial services and so on. So what is really important in a startup advisory is that you make the entrepreneur understand the funding structure, the repercussions, what will going to happen, what are the rights they are going to cede. So this process is very interesting and very exciting. And nowadays, as you know, that startup culture has really evolved. Government is also responding to the needs of the startup culture. They have recently amended the startup policy also. So I think things are really looking very bright. Correct. So certain labor reforms have been implemented, certain are in the process. But in the same process, what government has also indicated to the state governments that they can also implement their respective labor laws. So as you know, these days among the states there's a sense of competition, who is getting more investment, more business, and in order to do that they are also changing their respective labor laws so that multinational can come in, invest therein, and there could be a seamless process in this respect. I think yes. I think yes. There are more steps that will be taken for sure, but the steps are adequate. Defense sector has a lots of gestation period. You will not see results immediately. It will take their own sweet time. So we should wait for that time period. But whatever steps government has taken, it is really going into the right direction. So I will say about MSMEs specifically. Earlier many MSMEs were not really bothered about so many labor laws, so many corporate laws. Now the sense of awareness has increased. Now the MSME sector is also getting aware about why they should have the legal services in place in order to do the business in an efficient way. So I would say that legal awareness is increasing. The corporate laws, the awareness for the corporate laws is definitely increasing. Earlier it was more of a reactive. Now I'd say we are getting into a stage of proactive approach. So before that, I would like to answer one more thing about MNSA. So now MNSA, how it happened. I worked in a different law firms earlier as a partner. I worked with Girandir, I worked with Said Dua, I worked with Indus Law. Similarly, other partners have also worked in their respective fields. So we started MNSA, which is powered by 4 partners. Other than me, it's Aniket Gautam, who heads the corporate practice of the firm, and Sadab Anwar and Narendra Pest. They are into litigation. In litigation, the firm is doing some of the very renowned cases relating to white collar crimes and corporate commercial disputes. I can't really take the name right now due to confidentiality. But the firm, I would say we are a strength of 20, as I said earlier.
Right.
We are counting. The client base is increasing. The firm's offices, we are opening offices across other cities also. So far the firm's journey is really good. We are now an established law firm. See, first thing first, there has to be 100% commitment if somebody is opting legal field as a career option. That is first. Either you go for a corporate or go for a litigation, irrespective of that. You really have to commit your life for this in order to succeed. So my advice is that if you want to go for corporate or litigation, doesn't matter much. See your aptitude, which sector you want to go, but have the 100% commitment whatever you are doing. It's interesting, many interns who come, they come with their own ideas of the law firm also. So one thing is that they need to be a little more disciplined, that's one. But at the same time, what they come up with a very fresh idea. They also look at if we give a problem, they come up with a solution which is not just India specific. It could be Singapore, it could be some other Southeast Asian country or European country. So what I would say that the interns bring fresh ideas and fresh energy to the firm. We really encourage this practice. See, See, there are challenges into it. Not there or not, there are challenges. If you go to any construction site, you see the worker who are working, ask them what are the salaries, how are they getting salaries, is it in sync with the minimum wages? No, it is not. So what I would say that there is a segment in the society who needs to be empowered with the knowledge about legal rights, and I think that in this sector the law firms should definitely play a role, so that those who are in the marginal side of the society, they should be given appropriate protection. I'd say it's not Manish Gaurav, but MNSA for sure. MNSA will be and will have to grow further. We have to be to the next level, and that is what our targeting. We all 4 partners, we are targeting to take the MNSA to the next level. This is what MNSA stands for now.